Can I have the vanilla?
Yeah, I wanted the original.
Oh, goals.
Dude, you were in my dream last night. Both of you were. It's crazy.
Well, let's hear it. What happened?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like the second I said it out loud, I was like, it's a boring dream.
I'd still like to know, because when you're involved in someone's dream, no matter how boring it is, you're like, I'm like eyes wide, enamored. I'm like, like the role I play in this person's life. Goals. Genuine goals.
Well, first of all, welcome back to the Almost Friday podcast, guys. Today, stay tuned because we got Deric Poston on, and holy shit.
He's actually the funniest person ever.
Yeah, he's incredible.
He is. Liam and I, we referenced this at the start of the episode, but we saw his show in Austin.
Shout out Joe Begley. Joe Begley show.
Shout out Joe Begley. And
don't just say his full name.
Joe Begley. Joe Begley. Is it Bagley or Begley? I thought it was Begley.
Begley.
Did you say Bagley?
Begley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shout out Joe Begley. And he had the most vicious. What would you call it?
This is one of the best bits I've ever heard.
One of the best bits I've ever heard, but my jaw was like just slowly dropping to the floor.
Yeah. And it's one of those ones
every
where,
time
like,
he kept going further with it.
And you were like, we gotta have him on.
Yeah,
it was great because after the show, I ran up to him because I was like that 8-minute Zootopia bit was the greatest. And he was so nice. He was like, "Oh shit, I like you guys too."
Aww.
What a wonderful guy. Anyway, we have him coming on. But Liam, I hear you had a dream about me and our producer.
Yeah.
What is your name?
Grimble.
I should have just said it because that was what I was thinking. Continue.
Basically, you and me showed up here, but it didn't look like here. Obviously, it looked like a bizarro version of this place. And Binder, Rick was in the dream. Shout out Rick. Rick was just chilling, though. Rick was just kind of posted up in the corner, looking jacked in a tank top. And then you're like, look at all these new people are going to be hosting the pod with you. And it was like all these people that we didn't like at all. And it was just you and me looking at each other being like, what the fuck? How do we get out of this?
Yeah.
How the fuck did this happen?
Wait. Rick was going to host the pod with us?
No. Rick was just hanging out in the dream.
Okay, good.
Rick was just kind of walking around making sure I think Rick does that in all my dreams. He just kind of pops in, makes sure everyone's safe. No boogeyman. No Nightmare on Elm Street.
I feel like, if you replayed all your dreams in your life, dreams that you were like, oh, Rick wasn't in that dream. He was.
Yeah.
He's just he's hidden like an assassin.
And when times were hard, there were only one set of footprints in the sand because Rick was carrying you in your dream.
That's awesome.
He was posted up like this.
How much do you think we'd have to pay Rick to get him to come in every Tuesday morning? And this man's about to have a child, so congrats, Rick.
Congrats, Rick.
But just to wear a full suit and a little coiled earpiece and just kind of stand there every pod and be like the bouncer.
We should try that out once.
Just so that people know we have muscle behind us.
And then we should text people to come in, and the second they walk in, Rick should go, "Hey, get the fuck out of here!"
If Rick put his hand on my chest, my spine would explode. Not today, pal. I probably had two of the worst stress dreams I've ever had in my life, so.
Why? What happened?
They were stressful.
Did you kill anyone? I've been having those dreams recently.
No. Not anyone that mattered.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously.
Not anyone where it would have changed something.
Mm-hmm.
No butterfly effect happened.
What were your stress dreams? This is the podcast going to be about dreams. This podcast is going to be about dreams.
Well, what's kind of funny is this podcast is about dreams, but having the podcast kind of is our dream.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is what we always wanted to do with our lives.
Yeah.
I had no aspirations beyond this.
Me neither.
Right?
I sure didn't.
Is it neither or neither?
It's neither.
Neither?
Yeah.
Figured.
Yeah.
Guess where I went this weekend?
Where?
Magic Castle.
You didn't let me guess.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Prick ass.
I was fun. Like you said, it could have been a good bit. We could have been like...
We could have been like...
The chick store. Nail shop. Nail salon.
Making guessing.
I'm trying to think of something anti-Semitic.
I'm thinking saying she went to Nike. That's not funny though.
I was going to say something really anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of a funny escape room type thing for Those existed.
Can't put J's in escape rooms.
Those existed.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, that is not kosher, Liam.
Hold on, I'm not done thinking now. Used car dealership, haggling with the guy.
I was going to say used car dealership, but again, not funny.
Not funny though, yeah.
Not funny.
Did you go on a boat?
Not funny. I thought I won. I thought I won. It's more silly than funny.
Perfect.
Like a petting zoo,
That is silly.
right?
Yeah. What kind of animals would she be petting at the
Oh God, I'm picturing it's like, goats or
rabbits?
rabbits. Yeah. Oh God,
Angry Canadian goose chasing her around?
geese.
Just one.
Still geese. They're
Is
a
it?
hive mind, so you refer to them as geese.
Yeah. You kill one,
You kill one, you kill the head, the body dies.
you kill the queen.
Yes.
And it's quite like Alien Resurrection, where the queen is very large. It's a very large Canadian goose.
Magic Castle. That's where? I
Yeah,
got it right?
how'd you know?
Because I'm a genius. How was it?
Have you guys been?
No,
Nope.
I heard it's incredible.
You guys need to go.
We don't know anyone cool.
I will help you out.
Hey, what's the deal with it? You got to get an invite to this shit?
If you went, you wouldn't be saying that. You'd be like,
No,
What's the
you don't,
fucking deal?
Liam. This was the most life-changing experience I have ever been a part of. I cannot stress enough. I will do everything in my power to make sure that the two of you can go there because I need you to experience what I went through this weekend at the fucking Magic Castle. Big shout out to Paige, my boss. She actually got me the hookup.
Maybe
She can get us all the hookups for pod content.
I was going to say, well, no, we don't go for content. We go as through friends.
Yes. Actually, yes. Correct. No content.
You don't have to use the word content just to get us to hang out with you. That's okay.
I just
Also,
sometimes.
also, Emily, if you want to make sure we would never hang out with you, you ask us to do something for content.
Yeah, it's just sometimes I just like don't know if you're gonna say yes or not because like I don't know if you really like me and I just did. You just
Keep guessing.
Yeah, it's just, yeah.
Oh, that was awesome.
Ah,
I didn't hear you when you do that.
whatever, man. The audio listeners heard me. And the visual ones also, I suppose. Go on. Continue.
We should get a sign language person right here.
Like the Waka Flocka concert.
Yeah,
Yes.
I guess.
You ever seen that?
I just mean someone that does sign language. I don't
Yeah.
mean. Like,
Well, no, that's just a really funny video. Waka Flocka doesn't know that the lady next to him is doing sign language for the deaf people, so he thinks she's dancing.
Oh.
And he just starts like doing some of the shit she's doing.
That's probably got to be offensive. Trying to mimic a sign language person, that's like you doing a bad Chinese accent. Like if a Chinese guy was asking you for directions and you just started laughing and
I bet I can't do a bad Chinese accent. I can only do an excellent one.
would it be more racist if you could do a perfect one or a really bad one?
Bad one.
Really?
I think you
No, but then if you're doing a really good one, I can tell you've really been.
if I'm doing a really good one, then I'm just like one of those guys, those YouTubers in China, those white guys that walk around, they're like ordering soup. I don't know.
Let's wait for this plane. That's really loud.
The crow.
That's crazy.
Oh, you know what sucks, dude?
Wait. It actually is pretty loud. I noticed the audio is not great on this pod.
It's because we're in a room that echoes.
Okay,
It's fair.
go on.
I mean,
And I could spend the entire time cutting the other person's audio track so that it doesn't echo. And I do that sometimes when you can really notice it, but it would just take too much time.
man, you learn something new every fucking day here. I'll tell you that.
What?
You learn
It
something
doesn't
new.
do much.
I love
Emily, I love you. You're the
What
best.
did I do?
nothing,
You're just
man.
awesome.
You're just a fucking go-getter, dude. You're a perfectionist at the end of the day.
That's a good example.
I could do it. It's just like it takes fucking like another
No, I do it.
more time and effort, and I gotta go to Magic the Gathering and try to fuck magicians. Excuse me.
Oh, Binder, you the goat.
You goated, pal.
Thank you.
Just real quick before we get back into that. Remember how like recently I was like, oh, you can hear the owl in our apartment? Walk around, I go, oh, with my parents who were here this weekend, and I'm like, do you hear that owl? Isn't that awesome? And my dad goes, that's a dove. I go, what? He goes, that's a dove. He goes, a daytime owl? What are you, fucking stupid? And I was like, what? He was like, they're all nocturnal. I was like, oh. Dude, I was like, the amount of people I've told, hey, do you hear that owl that have come over to our apartment? And it is 2 p.m. And it ruined my life.
That is a good point.
It ruined my life. I thought we had a little owl hanging out with us. Little wise owl in glasses
owl in
and
our
red.
treehouse.
Yeah. And it's a dove.
I didn't realize that, like, I thought there could be owls that lived that during the day were awake.
Maybe, but they don't make noise. And I don't think so. I think at the time of day we were at, it was like, no, probably not. They're nocturnal creatures for the most part, right?
Yes, they are for the most part.
Jarvis, you're cooking right now. Thank you.
I just figured. Oh! Call your dad.
Yeah, dude. Any in LA? Dude, fuck them. This isn't
Barn owls.
Fuck them, dude.
Great horned owl.
Look up barn owl call on YouTube.
Yeah. And then we'll compare that to a dove call and we'll know.
Yes.
Nope. It's not a barn owl.
It's not. Wait, where does
Hold on, that could just be like its screech
like
when
it's
it's
warm up?
hunting, yeah.
He's clearing his throat.
Okay, go to the third one. Just look up owls that live in LA.
Well, let me hear the dove one real quick, because I bet we could.
There's also the great horned owl.
I love those. Those are mean, dude. Those jack fucking things
California spotted owls. Okay, let's just look up the dove call first.
Fuck! I thought that was a fucking owl.
Same.
I just kind of took your word for it.
I know.
Oh wait, actually, I did know that. I forget where I got this, but when I was younger, me and my brother got these bird toys that one of them made this exact noise, and he used to use it to call my old dog, like up to his room to go to bed. He would just take the thing, he would squeeze it and make that exact noise.
That's so sick.
Man, I'm devastated. Well, we have a dove.
It doesn't change my life at all.
It does for me.
We still live in a treehouse.
Yeah, but I was. My whole thing was me and that owl. My whole thing.
I feel like to me, you were more than that. You were more than a guy who had an owl living in his apartment.
Dude, when my friends from home visit, I told them that I'm best friends with an owl who I can summon on command.
You know, there's a really simple solution for this.
Buy one?
Go to the zoo.
Yeah.
Tie like a 500-meter string to its foot. Tether that to the tree.
Just do it
What?
Just do it meters?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I want to be scientific about it.
Fair.
You want to do feet?
No, we're in America.
Say 500-foot string to its feet? We're going to get confused. You're saying the owl has 500 feet?
That's true. Keep the scientific.
Wait, we're tying 500 feet to the owl?
Hold on.
500 owl's feet to the feet? See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See how that could get pretty...
Yeah.
Tether that to the tree. Now we have an owl living there. And he'll kill the dove, so there's no competition.
True. We'll rip its head off and leave it on our doorstep. Magic.
Oh, yeah.
Have you guys heard anything about the Magic Castle?
I've only heard that it's the sickest place ever.
Okay, I'll give you a little tiny background and I'll do my best to keep it short and concise. Anyway, so it is a castle in Hollywood and it was built in the 1900s. And basically there are different rooms and different like hallways, and there's different magicians performing in different rooms. Some of them are doing like one-on-one magic with just a small group of people. Some of them are doing like little shows with maybe like 20 people. And then there is a larger show that goes on at different times. And basically like, I think if you're not a member, so you can be a member there. If you're not a member and you get invited by a member, you're required to get an entree at the restaurant there. So each person needs to get an entree, and they're all like above $45. It's insane. And the lady was like, I can make like a mac and cheese into an entree. I'm like, okay, like let's do that. So it's like not as expensive. $45 for a bowl of mac and cheese. It wasn't even good.
Good Lord.
But I don't give a fuck because it was the best place I've ever been.
You have to.
Also,
you have to eat.
You have to eat. You have to get an entree, and
Sounds
you
like
have to pay a $45 entrance fee.
Sounds like a Studio Ghibli movie.
And then they give
Come to
you
the Magic Castle and you have to eat one of the entrees. Yeah. Okay.
It's alive. It's got us all.
I mean, the whole setting sounds, it's like, it's great.
So
Continue.
it's
And then
45 to get in, and then 45 to eat.
45 minimum to eat, and then they give you the ticket to the main show at the end of your meal. And I'll just tell you a couple tricks I saw that I was absolutely blown away by.
Okay.
One guy turned his water bottle into there was water in it, and he was sipping out of it the entire time. He just literally like went like this around the bottle, and it turned into ice.
He turned something into ice. That's
Yeah.
what we do all the time here.
That's sick.
Okay.
Liam, tell me your 5 favorite punchlines of stand-up jokes you've heard. No setup, just the 5 favorite punchlines.
Okay. You call that a dog?
Oh, that's great.
I can't remember the rest.
That's good.
Yeah.
Continue.
Are you making fun of me?
Dude, relax. We both had dreams about you last night. You're in our lives forever.
You were in my dream.
You were? I was?
Sure.
You were?
You were?
I were? Go on. So he turned a big piece of metal into ice?
He turned water into ice, correct?
Water into ice.
And then
Who was he,
another
Jesus
guy.
Christ?
Was this was the main show?
No, this was like the last show we went to. He was it was so funny. He walked out on stage, and it was a small room, and we were the last people in. So I didn't get to sit with my friends. And one of my friends, Raquel, she's Jewish as well. And the guy walks out on stage, and we look at each other the second he walks out from across the room. Because when you see someone Jewish, you just know. And at the end, we like had to confirm.
Yeah, I know. Go
Gala,
on, sorry.
Gala.
Raquel goes up to him and she goes, "Are you a member of the tribe?" And he was like, "Yeah." Anyway, that was a crazy trick he did. He also
Classic Raquel.
classic.
Dude,
He also
Binder's friends are fucking hilarious. Dude.
Venus Posse.
Go on.
At the Tape B concert, I had these women approach me and they go, "Hi," and I was hello, and they go, "We're of the Penis Posse," and I was like, "Whoa!"
One of them was like, "I have a chair, king of my castle."
Mm-hmm.
same guy had someone sign a playing card, and then he did a bunch of playing card tricks, and then
Right.
at the end of the trick, when he finally pulled out the card from God knows where, we would have never expected it to be, he was able to pull the signature.
Wait, where did you pull the card from?
Like a little like pocket of an envelope that somebody in the audience had.
It's exactly where I would expect the card to be coming out of.
Whatever. No, well, he was just like, I can't explain. I can't. But
But try anyway.
well, he was just doing a bunch of card tricks
Yeah.
within this whole thing. So he basically ripped up one card and then other cards. It's like really hard to explain. You have to be there. Other cards.
Why?
Remember, you're like, I'll be concise and
No,
a piece of
that was my explanation of the place was concerned.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
But you can't ask me to like explain the tricks because I
No,
don't know
I
what the
know.
fuck is going on. It's
I'm
like
sorry.
a million
hey,
things
you
at
know
once.
what's crazy? We didn't either.
No, I actually do want to. This is like
Can I
so
explain-
entertaining to me.
At the end, I just wanted to explain the ending of
Yes,
this
yes,
trick.
yes. I'm giving you a hard time.
So someone signed the card that he pulled out of an envelope from the audience,
Right.
and he was able to pull the signature off of the card, and it turned into like a black string, and it was just gone.
That is interesting, actually. I'd like to see that.
And then another guy
Here we go.
took a woman's engagement ring from
Oh.
the audience.
Buckle up. Let us get into position.
It
I'm
ended
ready.
up being inside of a tennis ball that was inside of an unopened can of tennis balls. He opened it fresh off the thing, and he had to cut open the tennis ball, and it was inside. He was shaking it, and you could hear it in there.
That is pretty
Crazy.
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 And then
Now you see me, now you don't.
No free ads.
True.
We have to cut all this. It's an ad for the Magic Castle.
I don't
True.
give a fuck. I will advertise for them all day long.
I'm kidding. I would like to go. You didn't use up your only invitation, right?
I only got What do you mean? Yeah,
but you can get another one.
We can ask Paige.
Okay.
Also, Riccardo Bardini, shout out, got flag some invites.
Who's that?
He's the magician that performed at our company parties.
Yeah.
He was there. I ran into him.
It's awesome.
Also, black tie attire. You have to dress to the nines. And no photos allowed whatsoever. I saw people
Is it a fucking strip club, dude? This sounds like a strip club with like, I'm paying the prices I would pay at a strip club.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know how much you pay at one of those, what is it called again? A strip club?
Strip club.
Yeah.
Gentleman's club?
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, figured. Well, you've never seen the lovely woman's naked body in the moonlight.
Correct. Or in the daylight.
Never.
It's usually just a halogen light pointed at a mattress on the floor.
Wait. You gotta tell everyone. It's just the barbarian room.
Pretty much. It's the guess.
It's an old 80s camera set up. Tell everyone how about you get into light art.
No.
Like, right?
No,
it's a joke.
Angus is getting into light art.
What does that mean?
Look up light art.
This isn't going to land.
Dude, I think it's the funniest image of all time. I haven't stopped thinking about it. Wait.
No, I asked Liam, like...
Oh, yeah, that one.
How quickly...
Yeah.
You're doing this?
No, but I asked Liam how quickly... Like, I showed him a photo. I said, how quickly would you, like, call my family? Or, like, what would you do if I just started doing this and, like, stopped going out?
You're halfway there.
I'm nowhere near close to that.
You are. You went on a silent retreat.
I like how she said silent. Like, that was a slur coming out of her mouth.
Not the first I've heard out of her mouth.
Nope, and won't be the last. Yeah, but Angus just starts hanging up pictures like these where it's like just him on the beach at night, and he's just drawn like a Disney Channel hybrid logo with some sort of glow stick and taking like time-lapse pictures. Is that how you do it?
We're both showing up back at the apartment at 2:30 a.m. You from going out, me with all my equipment.
I'm going to go out. What are you doing? I'm just going to do some light art on the beach. You just have a box of sparklers that you...
Half the time, it's just me asking like a homeless guy to stop messing with me. Hey, man.
Don't touch that.
I'm really trying to.
Hey, man, I'm going to have to start over. I'm trying to do an American flag with sparklers.
Yeah, I'm just standing there. A French family's walking in front of my camera. Tourists. Wow.
You just see the back of a homeless guy and his ass crack sticking out of his pants walking up to you.
Yeah, I've built this beautiful portrait, and then there's just a faint image of a guy throwing shit at me on the side.
I don't think, like, basic light art is that hard to do. I think you do, like, a timer on the camera, and then you spell shit out with a sparkler.
Okay.
Oh, binder.
Just
and for anyone that does light art,
sorry about this ignorant woman over here.
Sorry about this ignorant. BIT ***, bitch.
Nice.
I like looking at light art.
I do like looking at it the more I look at it. But yeah, if I
just think a guy like me doing it is like
going out.
It's like there's probably two more things I try before I put some cobalt to the roof of my mouth.
Yeah, I'm going out. It's just to do light art.
I'm going out.
I'll be back in a minute. I'm getting a quick session.
I have like an umbrella I've rigged like bulb lights up to that I'm spinning. I've got the light finger gloves.
Yeah, you're doing all this shit where they're like, you ever seen that?
Mm-hmm.
You blow up like the heat poster size pictures of canvases of your light art. You're hanging them over our couches and shit. Taking a quick break to talk to you about Squarespace. This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Okay, guys, Squarespace is a really cool all-in-one website platform designed to help you stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or scaling your business, Squarespace gives you everything you need to claim your domain, showcase your offerings with a professional website, grow your brand, and get paid all in one place.
Hey, Will, you can make a website for your light art. You can sell light art photos. You can post videos of yourself doing the light art.
Sweet.
You can make a cutting edge design on the website that mimics your light art.
It's got donations.
You can get donations for your light art.
Makes it easy to showcase your expertise and engage with clients with video content on your website. Upload and organize your videos. Create stunning video libraries. It's got product features. It can have education tools. Cutting edge design. Email campaigns. Very helpful. Very helpful. And you can sell content on there. Makes it easy to monetize your content by selling it.
Will, you can monetize your light art.
You could. And there's a ton of analytics that make it even easier to use as well, guys. So go check out Squarespace and go to squarespace.com/Friday for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code Friday to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Guys, check it out, squarespace.com/Friday. Thanks, Squarespace. Let's get back on the episode.
Oh, God, that is fun.
Fun.
Okay, well, guys, now introducing to you one of our very good dear and near friends,
The hilarious.
the funniest,
The most funny guy I've ever met in my life.
Deric
Poston.
Guys, welcome back to the pod. We've got a very special guest today, Deric Poston.
Oh, boys.
Thanks for coming on, man.
Thanks for coming.
Stop it. I am a big fan.
Likewise.
Legitimately a little starstruck right now.
Well,
You're the guys on my phone.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You're the guys from my phone a lot.
I was at some random Liam was doing. And
we were at Joe Begley's show in Austin. That's
Ooh,
where
the Hidalgo. Ha Hidalgo.
Yeah, yeah.
Great house show.
Awesome
it
house
was
show.
cool. Great vibe.
Yeah.
But then you started doing this bit that I think was one of the funniest bits I've ever heard in my life. And we were like, it's the one about Julie Hopps.
Zootopia bit. Yeah. My Zootopia thing.
I was like,
yeah.
this guy's a psycho.
Dude, I remember
This guy's a sicko.
we were in the back, and I
couldn't stop laughing.
we were like not breathing laughing. And the second the show was over, I think I sprinted at you, and I was like, that's the greatest bit I've ever heard.
Yo, thank you so much. That's by far my favorite joke, and I think the only weird thing. I got some weird stuff, but that's by far the weirdest where I truly it's kind of out there. But it's my favorite thing to do.
I'd be shocked if there was something even further.
Yeah, I don't know if I can get. That's what. Also,
You're
I
on
get
the edge
nervous.
of the abyss with that one.
Yeah, I'm nervous that it's oh no, I peaked. I think I peaked writing one. That came from an open mic.
I wish you could share it, but
No, you
I feel like
can't. You
you
have to
can't
see it
ruin your
live.
set.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna. It'll be out very soon because Zootopia 2 comes out in November.
Perfect
Oh, shit,
timing.
does it actually?
They literally, boys, because I was literally talking to my friend Hassan over there. I was talking to one day. This is last year. I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. It doesn't really fit on anything, yada yada. And then literally just one day I'm scrolling on my phone and then I saw Zootopia 2 November 26th, and I was like, this is what all this was for. My whole life was leading up to this
is what you've been
dropping that Zootopia joke when that movie comes out. So that's the game plan. Is I'm gonna just drop it as its own. I'm gonna film it really nice, as a special nice, and then just drop it as its own. Just so people are like, what is what is this for? Why would anyone think this is funny?
Why would you write this?
It was just I was at an open mic, and I was at an open mic, and I just rewatched it for the 100th time because I love that movie so much. I love that movie so
It really
much.
is phenomenal.
It's just a phenomenal film. It's just one of the better films I've ever seen. And I was at an open mic right after just rewatching it, and it was literally 12 people there, just comics. And it was that feeling of just man, I don't want to work on any jokes. It literally just came from I don't want to work on any jokes. I want to say something crazy. And those are my favorite things.
Yeah.
My favorite sets is when I go on stage and I remember one time I just pretended to be, because I was I wonder how far I could push it. So I just went on stage and pretended to be a pedophile, a straight up pedophile for 20 minutes. And it was still one of the best sets I've ever had. And it's crazy how I turned everyone. By the end, everyone was all yeah, this guy's right.
Yeah.
I try to just do stuff like that just to make it more fun for me. Just a little bit more fun. Because I also talk about my wife and regular stuff too, which is, and, I like those jokes too. The more simple the joke, I kind of like that more.
Yeah.
Just because it's oh man, to make fun of something your wife or something or whatever, just dinner, and it's really original. To me, that's why Nate Bargatze's the GOAT, bro. Like,
Oh yeah, he's great.
yeah, like to me, like a GOAT comedian is like if I could combine like Nate Bargatze with like Carrot Top.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
Like just like an absolutely crazy wild thing with like a very mundane thing.
Mhm.
That's the kind of comic I'd like to be, at least.
I love Nick Swartzen because he'll do a diarrhea joke and there's no fat on it. It's an extremely well written joke and it's all about diarrhea.
Diarrhea.
It's perfect.
Bro. Oh my God. When he's like, my cat keeps getting diarrhea.
That's my favorite
what
joke.
What are you feeding him? Diarrhea.
I don't know, diarrhea.
Yeah, bro. Like,
Take it
that's
to the vet.
perfect.
Yeah, it's so good, dude.
That's perfect. How long have you been doing stand-up?
Like 6 years now. I started when I was 18, in like 2017, and then COVID and shit. But probably 6 years ish.
And what makes you not want to do it?
It sounds like a long time commitment.
Yes.
Sounds like a lot of open mics. It sounds like it's really hard, and I feel like I don't have that much time as it is.
That's fair. Do you feel like with the amount of like already like kind of more fame and notoriety you have now, does that make it a little more hard as well? The idea of like,
Well, the idea that people would expect way more. Like everyone sucks when they start out. That's just how it is. So it's like I wouldn't want to go do an open mic and people are like, "Oh, I know this guy. This is going to be good," and that's terrible. That's not the main reason. The main reason is the time, but that part is also daunting.
Yeah, you tried it. You hit a mic once.
Yeah, when I was like 20, it was fine. I mean, it was fine for the first time, but I remember thinking like, "Nah, I can't do this forever." I personally, I wouldn't. I'm lazy. Man, that's so much easier to explain it.
yeah, when you said it like that, it's like,
God,
that's
it
okay.
also such a weight lifted off my shoulder. I'm lazy.
You just want to read your
book.
book.
Yeah. Wait, there it is.
Scared of failure.
We're finding it. Okay.
No, that's the truth. Because if I think about like, oh man, why don't you watch even you guys like put out sketches and shit? It's like, Deric, why don't you do that? And then of course you tell yourself like, oh, it's because of this and that, and it's like really just lazy.
Well, also I think I'm just.
I don't. It looks like so much work what you guys have to do every day.
Oh, stand up looks to me like a ton of work and a ton of driving around and a ton of travel. I don't know. To me, I don't think I'd be good at it the way I'm good at what I am at now. What I'm good at now. I don't think I'd be great at stand up. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong.
Right?
I think you're all right, man.
That's crazy to look at him and say right. That was crazy to be like right. You tell him.
Right? You tell him.
I think you're a good guy. I think you got nice blue jeans on today.
I think I'm smart.
He's smart. I think he's smart. And I think you've been working out. I think your shoulders look like bowling balls these days.
Are insane.
Dude, he's got great shoulders now.
Really?
The comments have been wild.
Yeah, they're kind of pissing me off. Everyone's talking about how fucking hot and ripped Angus got, and I'm just sitting over here like fucking pile of pink mud.
I will say I do I do give Liam a lot of stand up. I do write him a lot of jokes, and I say you can use it or you can do a subject. And I'd like to. This was actually going to be one of my characters, but could I do it for you now? Okay, so Deric, you and I are just hanging out. Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, mate. Will you have a set tonight, right?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. How long are you going?
Either 20, 30 minutes, somewhere in there.
30 minutes. Yeah. Oh, nice. Dude, actually, I thought of a joke that I don't really do stand up, so I thought maybe you could use this joke if you wanted.
Please.
Okay, sure. So basically, let's say like the setup is like it's Saturday. It's like we're at a bookstore, like Barnes and Nobles, and you're there, or like whatever bookstore, it doesn't matter. And you're walking around, and you get, or it could be even at night. It doesn't matter, but it's like during the daytime or at night. And you're like looking for a book, and you talk to the lady working at the front desk, or him, whatever. You're talking to the guy that works at the front desk. Doesn't have to be a woman. And she's helping you find a book. You're like finding a mystery book that you like, and you go because like you can't find it or a fantasy book or whatever. It could be a horror book, and you go up to her, and you're like, or you go up to him, and you ask him like, what book you're trying to find, and he takes you down there, and next to you is a guy getting a book, or a lady showing another guy a book, like a Gen Z kid. Do you know about Gen Z?
yeah, I know about Gen Z.
And he's outside, he's looking for the book, and you overhear the lady being like, yeah, and this is the book you're looking for, or it could be a graphic novel, doesn't matter, whatever they're selling. And he looks at her and he goes, okay, just one question, how do I charge it?
Oh,
All right, that's it.
that was really
You feel like you can't breathe?
Did it hurt?
It did hurt.
Did it hurt being in the moment?
It did, but what my favorite part of that is when the guy goes, and then like this, the second part of the joke, when the guy's like, and then this thing happens. I like that part. I like watching the person get to that part.
Thank you.
Because you can see that they're like, oh no, like, hey,
It's coming.
you just wait. You wait right
And so I'll knock on Liam's door when he's trying to sleep, and I'll pitch him a joke like that.
Yeah.
And I'll pull all of the oxygen out of the room, and he turns purple.
Yeah, we live together. He
yeah, that is true.
He held me hostage in the hallway the other day, and he's doing this, and just the whole time he's just doing a guy who's pitching something, but just he's just backpedaling on all the details. It doesn't have to be here; it could be anywhere, and it doesn't have to be a Barnes and Noble. It could be outside. It could be 1920. It could be 1980. And just every detail just
doesn't matter.
Do you guys get hit with that a lot with sketches?
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, I'll show you later, but our DMs are mostly like bad sketch ideas. There's some good ones in there, but mostly people will be like, I feel like most of the punchlines people send us are like Liam's hooking up with someone and it turns out they're trans. Like that's like, I'm not joking. That's like one we get a lot, or like,
and I'm like, I'll do it.
Or like
that's when we get a lot.
It turns out Liam's gay.
Brother, for the art.
How sick is that?
How insane is that? Dude?
For our art, I'll do anything. Taking a quick break to talk to you about
Light Strike.
It flips the script on what packaged alcohol is supposed to be. Okay, Light Strike combines coconut water, sea salt, and 5% ABV for a shockingly smooth, fizz-free experience.
I didn't
Light
even
Strike.
know it was scientifically possible to pack in that many juicy, tasty ingredients into one drink. I didn't know it could be done.
And you know how I feel about fizzy drinks. Can't drink them.
true.
So
That
this
is
one's
true.
actually perfect
I
for
forgot
me.
about that.
Well,
I'm obsessed with non-fizzy alcoholic beverages, and I
you were having
appreciate
some
Light Strike.
you were having some at Willie D's party.
I know, yeah.
His viral
I've
barbecue.
actually brought them to Willie D's, and everyone was loving them.
I'm sure it was like a zombie attack when you brought them.
Yeah, they
Guys-
were gone in 2 seconds. Everyone stole them from me.
Well, that's because Light Strike is built for people who go hard but never tap out, okay? It's the only drink that makes refreshing actually mean something. Light Strike currently has 2 flavors, lemon lime and orange mango. I'm holding an orange mango right here.
I love the lemon lime, too.
I love the orange mango. And it comes in a resealable bottle, giving you control over how hard you go. Light Strike, hard refresher, an excellent source of 5% alcohol, okay?
I like drinking these and then still feeling great later.
Nice.
If you know what I
nice.
mean.
Yeah.
And I love that it's coconut water.
I like the sea salt, too. Guys,
Hey, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I like the taste.
visit
Am I even allowed to say that?
You're allowed. Visit lightstrike.com and check out the store locator to see if there's Light Strike by you. That's Light Strike, LIGHTSTRIKE. Oh, it's on Instacart or lightstrike.com to find some by you today. Light Strike, the first hard beverage built for the long game. Thanks, Light Strike. Let's get back to the episode.
Do you like living with me?
I do. You know what's funny though is my DMs for sketch ideas, definitely get some, all pretty good. The ones my close friends from home send me are always the worst things. They're just like upsetting. They're all upsetting. None of them end well. It's always just graphic.
And you know what's crazy? That's them being very honest with you because they're like,
Yeah.
I can tell him this.
Yeah. They're like, you could get away with this. I'm like, no one that looks like me can get away with this joke.
You can get away with it.
Yeah. Dude.
Trust me.
I
know
can't do it. I do tech sales, brother.
Those jeans are very blue. He said it earlier, and I've been like, whoa.
I got to be honest. I don't wear them that often, so I don't wash them that often. I only bust them out on special occasions.
I don't like washing
Not
my
to put
jeans.
the pressure on you.
No, it's okay. I don't like washing my jeans at all. And I don't know if that's gross or not, but you ever seen
At
that?
all?
At all. But I have like a stable of jeans,
Mhm.
and I go through them all.
How many?
At least like 6.
That's a lot. That's good.
Yeah, just a six
Yeah.
man rotation. You know, basic,
Very
Yeah.
solid.
very solid.
Yeah.
You know, trustworthy group on the court. And I don't like watching them because y'all ever seen that movie with Michael Cera and the chick?
Juno.
No, it's not Juno, but it's Juno with music.
Scott Pilgrim.
No, but it's the other one.
Infinite playlist.
Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist.
Nick and Nora's.
Ooh, I've never seen this.
Great movie.
My bag is insane.
I felt you
I
knew
know
what I was.
everything.
I felt you would know. There's a scene in that where he says, she's like, you something about you. Oh, I spilled something on your jeans. He goes, oh, don't worry. She's like, you're gonna wash them? He goes, no, I like to keep the night on them. And I heard that line at the age of where I was when this movie came out, and I was 18, and that shit hit me.
It's a little gross.
No, it's
a little gross.
No, he ends up getting the girl though. It works out.
Just leaving the grossest strip club you've ever seen in Des Moines, Iowa, and being like, I'm gonna keep the night on these things forever, dude.
I want that stink to be there forever.
I want to have to explain this glitter to my wife in 3 years, even though we weren't together at the time.
No, I've lived my life of that movie, and then there's a scene in A Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
Ooh.
Okay.
Where they're sleeping on the mattress on the floor.
Yeah.
Because they finally meet in the middle age-wise, and they were like, we were so in love, we didn't even get a real bed frame. And bro, me and my wife slept with a mattress on the floor until like 2 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. Those things, again, now I'm saying it out loud, they were way cuter. These were way cute things in my head.
Nice. It's nice.
And now I'm realizing I'm a pig. I think I'm just a pig man. But do you guys have any things like that where you like you saw something in a movie and you're like, I'm gonna live by this?
Unfortunately, there's probably a lot of stuff I do now that's like because of. I remember when I saw Drive, I unironically wanted to buy the silver scorpion jacket he had.
Yes.
So like, there's stuff like that my whole life that I probably do that is because I thought a cool character in a movie did it or something like that.
And it's like, well, and it worked out for that guy.
Yeah,
yes,
he's crushing
most
it.
of them.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like
every movie about a Boston guy is part of Liam's personality.
Yeah.
He wears this every single day. Doesn't
Yeah.
wash it.
But
Yeah.
you don't watch it. The jacket goes hard.
Thank
it
you.
goes
Thank
hard.
you. I like to. Angus he's always telling me when things go hard for me. It's mostly I walk out and he says, "Hey man, you're going hard right now. You're going a little bit too hard. Slow down. Pump the brakes." Yeah, dude, I'm murdered out right now, dude. And
you swagged out.
plus whatever they call these things, I forget.
That's such a swaggy look though, too though. The fact that you can cross your legs like that, and then with the high sock and the dad shoe, like it's a vibe.
Get ready for these shoes.
You
Explain.
aren't
them.
gonna believe this.
You're not gonna, dude.
You heard of Kizik's? I got a bad back. Okay, so every time there's any situation where I have to bend, my life becomes hell on earth. Okay, check this out.
Right in.
Whoa!
Design for it. Design so you can slip right in.
Look at no resistance on the back there.
Nothing. Reinforced heels.
None.
So you can get right in.
Reinforced heel?
Yeah.
Reinforced titanium steel.
No. Vibranium heel?
Carbon fiber.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is like 6 months of rent for me.
Yeah, it's adamantium. Wolverine bones.
Actually, I will say this. I just went on this is real. I went on a 10-day silent retreat recently. And you have to take your shoes off, and put them on probably 15, 20 times a day. These are the best investment I've ever made. I just happened to have these for that retreat. So
Kizik's sponsor us.
So if you're doing the Vipassana retreat, get some Kizik's.
Wait, what was it called?
Vipassana.
Vipassana retreat.
Yeah, it was taught by Essen Goenka. It's a Buddhist meditation retreat. They're all over the world, and it's free.
It's free.
Mm-hmm.
How do they?
They make all their money off donations and volunteering from old students.
Sex. It's sex. It's all sex. It's all body parts. It's all bumping uglies. It's disgusting.
It's nasty.
But it's for a good cause.
It's just a giant tarp in the desert, and we're all oiled up.
Yeah, dude.
And no one said anything. Did anyone talk at all?
Actually, though, there really was no talking. You can talk to the course manager if you're like, oh, there's a leak in my room, or there's I have an issue with supplies or something, but you don't talk to anyone at all other than that.
Not even I can't write something down and be
no gesturing. I can't even look at you in the eyes if we're there.
What do you mean you can't look me in the eyes?
Because that's a form of communication. Because we're acknowledging each other and.
Oh, so you didn't even wave hi to anybody?
No.
Whoa.
No, that would be breaking one of the Sheilas. One of the 5 Sheilas. I would have broken the code.
The Sheilas is crazy.
Wait,
it's actually not crazy. It's actually like a 3,000-year-old tradition. I think what we're doing here is crazy. Anyway.
Wait, I gotta ask.
How did we even get into this? Kizik's.
Back to Kizik's.
And they won't send me any shoes because when I wore them on the first pod, Liam kept saying they looked fucking horrible and they were trash. And so they wouldn't send me any shoes.
They look trash.
I know what they look like.
They're ugly.
I know what they look like.
They're not for looks though. It's all action.
Wait, I don't think they're that ugly.
Would you wear?
I don't like wear sneakers like that casually. Like I'll wear sneakers like this. But if I was working out and those were good workout shoes, then maybe, yeah.
You'd wear them to the gym and only the gym.
But I don't wear sneakers like that in general. If I did, then yeah, but I don't like wear sneakers and jeans like that.
Listen, dude, this is all about efficiency for me. I don't care about how I look.
A reinforced heel.
Reinforced carbon fiber.
Don't fuck with this guy, dude.
That's how far Western culture's come. This is inventing shit nobody needs. Wait, so...
At what point of the silent retreat were you done with it?
I wanted to quit the second and third day.
What did you want to say really bad?
I didn't think I want... Actually, me not talking, that part was awesome. Not having to speak for 10 days.
Really?
That was like one of my favorite parts. But it was like, you can't do anything. You can either go on a walk during your breaks or you can nap in your room. There's nothing else to do other than that and then meditate. It was crazy. What?
You can't even read?
No. Nothing. There was nothing.
And you can't look somebody else in the eye.
That's right. You're not supposed to. I mean, they're not going to kick you out, but yeah, it's like, yeah, I mean, it's up to you. You're violating one of the 5 Sheilas. So,
wait, what are the Sheilas? Do you remember all 5?
Well, one of them is to no intoxicants. No weed, no alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
No, Emily, please Google this. Vipassana 5 Sheilas. No intoxicants, no speaking, no killing.
That's an easy one.
No lying.
Ooh.
That's one of them.
Even to yourself?
No, you can lie to yourself.
All right, that's good.
If I started telling myself the truth, I would have killed myself a long time ago. Yeah, right here. Okay. To abstain from killing any being, to abstain from stealing, to abstain from all sexual activity.
No crank.
No, actually, you actually, what's funny is they kind of beat around the bush, but in the first session, they were like old students, without really saying it, they were like old students, no masturbating, new students, you can jack off.
I would be like, old students, you can jack off, welcome back. New students, don't touch yourself, you fucking freak. you need to, you need to, his hands off.
No telling lies, no intoxicants. So, yeah, I can't apply all these to my life. That was the one thing is going away. They were like, okay, remember to do all these 5 things. And I was like, I really want to drink.
Yeah.
I really wanted to drink after I left.
I like that it says 1, 2, and 5 are easy, but this third one, guys, hey, we already know. We're asking a lot, dude. I understand.
Did you ever catch anyone humming or anything? No noises, nothing?
No, but apparently, and this was kind of the big gossip on day 11, is that the women were doing sign language to each other.
Whoa.
Yeah. Chatty cats.
Witchcraft all over again.
Witchcraft. Not good.
Dude.
Not good.
Interesting.
This was the same location. I don't know if you heard this story. Jared Leto did a 10-day retreat, and when he came out, COVID had started. So he went in, the world was fine. He went out, the world was totally different. And I was at the same one he did. So
pretty sick.
He was jacking off for sure.
Yeah. No, they said he left early.
Dude, he can airbend the cum out of his dick.
Early?
They do. And his article, he's like, I came out 10 days later, and I talked to a guy, and he was like, I'm pretty sure he left at day 6. So,
wait, I want to ask you, you're about to be a dad?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Holy shit, congrats.
Thank you.
First time?
First time.
Whoa, dude.
First time.
That's
very,
awesome.
very, very excited right now.
Your wife's
soon. Within so starting today, I go home tomorrow. Starting today, she can give birth at any time. We're
holy shit.
Under 1 month period. So the baby's formed, fully has ears, listening to everything.
Do you know a guy or gal?
Gal.
Nice.
Girl dad.
That's
super
awesome.
pumped. We thought it was a boy the whole time. The whole time, because she said it, she was like, I think it's a boy. So I'm like, oh, it's a boy. For sure. Because she thinks that. And then a week before we had the baby, bro, I'm not playing. We watched Inside Out. And then we watched Brave. Brother. Yep.
It changed the baby.
Brother. Changed the fate. You know what I mean? Yeah. It was the greatest thing I've ever seen. I was literally like, when you watch that movie from the perspective of, you don't think about the dad. Because it's a whole movie about the mom being a bear, their relationship. You don't really think about the dad. But the dad and her relationship in that movie is like crazy. They're like super tight.
I haven't seen Brave yet.
Oh, dude, it's fantastic.
It's great.
You like The Departed?
Yeah.
You'll love Brave.
Really?
Yeah. They're just both good movies. They have nothing to do with each other, but they're both phenomenal films. They're just phenomenal films.
Is this Pixar? Yeah, it is Pixar.
Yeah. Where,
I feel like you've got a voice that could be in Pixar.
Brother, that's the real goal.
Until you post your Judy Hopps video. Then they will make sure you never are within 5 degrees of separation of them.
But yeah, that's the real goal. The goal is to do voiceover acting in like a big, like Ratatouille type thing. You know what I mean? Where I get to be a Ratatouille, or I could be the brave girl.
If you got the tools.
If you could play any animated animal, what would it be? Go outside the box if you want.
I know.
It can be an extinct.
It could be an insect.
It could be an insect.
Have you seen?
It's been a while.
Have you seen?
Since ants.
Like,
Bug's life.
It's been since 99 since we've even gone that crazy.
Gotta put them on the shelf for a while.
Yeah, dude, the ladybug and Bug's life. Great. Yeah. I mean, of course, my heart says bear because I'm a bear in my heart. But we've seen bears. We've seen bears.
Yeah. What's the new angle on the bear thing?
Yeah, exactly.
Brother bear taken care of.
Brother bear, father bears.
Yeah.
A bear, just adoptive stepfather bear raising a boy in the jungle. We've seen every version of these.
What about a
these
polar
bears.
bear?
Oh, whoa, yeah.
Ice Age? Do they have polar bears?
I don't think so in Ice Age.
They don't have polar bears in Ice Age. A polar bear movie would be pretty sick, but yeah, something bear related for sure. If I'm being really honest with myself and what I want to see myself as, a bear.
You know what I could see you as? Have you seen Puss in Boots' Last Wish?
Of course.
Okay, you know the wolf?
Yeah, death.
Yeah. Well, spoiler.
Sorry, yeah, you're right. Damn, my bad.
Spoiler. I could see you as an adjacent character to him of like silver-tongued, like you. What's that?
Nothing. Just like silver-tongued.
Yeah, so like a silver-tongued, like almost like snake whispering character.
Oh, like a worm tongue? Lord of the Rings? You ever seen the guy who's whispering in his ear?
Maybe, yeah.
I don't like you, master.
Emily, Google worm tongue.
Dude, you know what? I was watching Lord of the Rings for the first time, and I found out Kobe died in the middle of the first one, and it really fucked up me getting back into it.
Wait a minute.
So I still
found out Kobe died in 2001?
No, I saw it in college. I'd never seen Lord of the Rings. And then I was like, we sat down, curtains, so we're like Lord of the Rings marathon. I'm getting through all the movies. Halfway through the first one, we found out Kobe died, and I every time I rewatch it, all I think about is Kobe dying. So it's taken me a while to get back into him.
Wait, have you seen the other two? Two Towers and Return of the King?
I saw Two Towers, not the last one.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
We were just talking about this 2 weeks ago. I thought you said you've seen the whole thing.
Not
Oh, we got to watch
the whole thing. Yeah, I'm so down.
What's your favorite? I mean, the third one just has many.
The third one is the best. The third one is the best movie. But my favorite, Derek's favorite, is Two Towers. Because the fight at Helm's Deep, bro.
It's
when Legolas slides down the stairs on the thing. While he's sliding down the stairs, brother.
They're so
that's
good.
It for me.
I don't know when we're ever gonna get another, especially with like streaming now. I don't know when we're ever gonna get another big blockbuster franchise like that. Dune was the closest thing I've seen.
Dune was sick.
But
Dune was cool.
Yeah.
But Lord of the Rings was different.
Lord of the Rings was a different thing. It's a feeling. Also, when you watch Lord of the Rings, the way they bring you into the world, just in the first movie, with letting you know what the rings are and all that. Even though watching it now, I'm like, damn, they really explain this well. Because when I watch Dune, I'm still confused a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, there's a little confusion there.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings, I think, did the best job of explaining a world to you that you did, even if whether you know anything about it or at all, the world is so explained within like 2 minutes. The whole thing, the whole setup is like, oh, okay, there's a ring, like you get the whole thing. But I don't know when they'll make an epic like that, dude. I don't know if they can. It's so original.
Would you go to the theater still?
I tried to. I know, like, we're gonna go see Sinners.
I heard it is unreal.
I've heard it's great. We're gonna go see that Sunday when I get home, me and the wife. But that's like gonna probably be the last movie we see. That, and then I'm gonna try to see if I can get her out of the house to see Mickey 17 again. But she's just fucking complaining about it. She's just been complaining about everything. Her back, apparently. But so I'm gonna try to get her out because I want to see Mickey 17 too, and I want to see Minecraft. I wanted I normally would have seen all these already, but the baby's been slowing it down a little bit.
Yeah. You know what's cool about Lord of the Rings too? That cast was so tight they all got matching tattoos
That is
before
baller.
filming ended.
They
It's
did?
fucking awesome. Yeah, like even who's the is it McKellen? The old yeah.
We're gonna do that for this pod.
We should, dude. Yeah, they all got different fucking Elvish language.
Yo, look at the boys.
Yeah,
though.
zoom in on them.
Dude, even Ian McKellen.
Yeah, they all.
Sick.
Look at the boys.
I know Bryan Cranston and the Breaking Bad crew have the element tattoo
Oh, that's dope.
on their finger.
Yeah, I mean, to be a part of something that's like culturally iconic, I get it. Because though I do wonder like where the tattoo, like where it stopped. Because you say everybody got a tattoo, but like where did it? Where like what cast member got a tattoo that they were like, oh yeah, I guess so. He got one too. You know, like at what point was it like you got one, but we didn't have to get one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right, you weren't part
You
of it.
really weren't part.
It's really sick.
Yeah.
It's like not as cool that you did it.
Yeah.
You run
You
it.
did it.
What's the main guy's name on the top right again?
Oh, Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood. You just run into him 10 years later on the street. Dude, I worked on Lord of the Rings. He's like, oh, cool, man. You show him the
show him your
tattoo.
helmet.
Dude, how sick. It's so sad. I never thought about that.
Wait, this little girl has one too, it looks like, maybe?
No,
No, that can't be real.
I don't know. There's something on her foot. Maybe she got a temporary one to feel included.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Sure.
I'm pretty sure that's Samwise Gamgee that's holding her up right
I believe so.
And that's Orlando Bloom in a Playboy t-shirt.
there.
God.
Look at him.
Awesome.
Fuck. Look at that jawline.
So sick.
It's insane, that jawline, right?
It looks a fucking Lego, dude.
What
That's
has he
insane.
done? I feel like he's gone.
He made a couple $100 million off that and Pirates, and then kind of said,
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to start fucking Katy
yeah.
Perry and jumping out of helicopters now.
Oh, I
Is
forgot.
that what he does?
He's got some show where I saw the opening of it, and it was him jumping out of a helicopter into a body of water. And I was like, awesome, man. That's great.
Is it that show where like
Would you look it up, Emily?
some Navy SEAL puts like celebrities through training?
No, I do, dude. I want
that.
to do a sketch about that show. I think it'd be so funny. Take a quick break to talk to you about Death Wish coffee.
Ooh, what are you sipping on over there,
Something
Mr. Gilla?
bold, smooth, and delicious. That's what I'm sipping on.
Something bold, smooth, and delicious. Well, if it's all three of those, it can literally only be Death Wish coffee.
It can literally only be 130 calories. That can't be right.
That's not
right.
real.
It's correct. Check it out. Check it on the can, dickhead.
Something that tasty has to be like 400 billion.
Nope, and it's got real ingredients, which is even more fucked.
It's fucked. It's so fucked
Sounds
up.
fucked up, dude.
What the fuck did they do?
I don't know.
This is so fucked.
Natural flavors? What the fuck?
What the fuck's going on?
This is delicious. It's got clean energy, no artificial flavors. I'm gonna kill myself.
It's on the go and convenient.
It really
Isn't that
is.
nice? That way we don't have to walk all the way down to the coffee shop. We can get one of these right next to
Up to as much caffeine
our office at the convenience store.
as 1.5 cups of coffee. So we're getting more bang for our buck. We're getting more bang for our buck.
We're getting more bang for our buck.
Rather than
And you guys don't know this, but these boys come in late to our recordings because they go across the street and get coffee, but not anymore because I get to bring them a little Death Wish coffee and they can be on time because right in our office.
Well, and there's a convenience store right next door, so we will still be a little late. Just out of an establishing dominance thing.
Oh.
Pick up a Death Wish latte today, Walmart, Five Below, or Amazon, or check out deathwishcoffee.com/Friday to find Death Wish near you. Again, that's deathwish.com/Friday to find a store near you, or add it to your next order at Amazon. Death Wish coffee, always bold, smooth, and delicious as HE double hockey sticks. I will not be saying what they wrote.
hell.
No!
Yes, fuel up today.
Let's get back into the episode.
I also, do you watch football at all?
Of course.
Have you been getting into?
I'm a D1 athlete.
Are you what?
I'm QB1, dude.
Are you
I'm
really?
sorry, who's QB1?
Are you? Did you actually play college?
D3.
Nice, where?
yeah. But
I didn't know
QB1.
that. That's sick. Where?
QB1. Jackson, in Jackson, Mississippi, Belhaven College, and then Mississippi College Belhaven College for a year, and then Mississippi College for a year, and then I started doing stand-up. And so I
Holy
dropped
shit.
out of school. Yeah.
That's fucking
But
awesome. Quarterback?
Boy, quarterback.
Wow, dude. Can we?
QB1, Deric Poston.
Dude, you have film out there?
Dude, I'm pretty sure it's still out.
We need to find this.
It's so funny when you watch it too now. It's like the most basic move the chains quarterback you've ever seen.
That's all it takes. Some fucking.
I like to consider myself. You remember Troy Smith, that Heisman year? Troy Smith won the Heisman for Ohio State. They lost to Florida. This is Tim Tebow's freshman
Oh yeah,
year
yeah, yeah.
with that team that destroyed that Ohio State team. But Troy Smith was the Heisman quarterback, an unbelievable quarterback, great move the chains kind of quarterback. Imagine a way worse version, like a way worse version of that. Your boy was that dude.
Dude, that's so fucking cool. Holy shit.
Oh, there we go.
It's fucking 5'10", 195.
Dude, what were your stats in high school? Must have been pretty good.
No, they're okay. They're very decent. Very, very just everything was so average. But if you watch film and then you looked at it, and then I played for like one of the top teams in the state, Christian Brothers High School. So we were always a ranked team, like in the state, sometimes nationally. So the fact that I was a quarterback for that team and we won, but we won because I handed the ball off.
That's all right.
And then occasionally I didn't. Very occasionally I wouldn't hand the ball off. And but with that system, we won a lot of games.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, dude.
Did my high school team I remember we drove the entire field running QB sneaks all the way down. It was working, and we called that the entire 3 tight ends, I think, and QB sneaked it all the way down the field.
Tush pushed it for like 77 yards.
Yes, it was insane.
32 plays.
It was insane. So fun.
Yeah, dude. Brings back good memories. Your boy was balling though.
That's fucking awesome.
That's so sick.
Have you seen like they brought back Gruden's QB class thing they're doing now with Barstool?
With Barstool,
Yeah. So he's doing it again, and I want to I wish we could get him to do a sketch about it, and I want to plug in like this D3 kid that just like smokes spliffs all day and sucks, and he's like every time Gruden's really pressuring him with questions, he's just failing. He's getting everything wrong. He's like, "Can I write that down?" He's like, "What are you talking about?" And like the questions get weirder.
No, I'd like to do that. See Gruden do that.
You like the way soil feels in your hands? Like, good. All right, write that down. Write that down for me right now.
I like watching Gruden at the bar. My favorite thing is that I want to be a part of, I don't know why, is when he's like taking like just 11 random employees and then he has them run a play.
Oh, it's awesome.
I think that's the greatest thing. I've never wanted to be involved in something more in my life.
Dude, I hope they all appreciate what's happening.
That's insane. Yo, he's knock on wood if you're with him. Like he's doing the full thing.
Dude, I forget. I think he did to like Kyle McCord or someone who's like, "Let me hear your snap count real quick. Get up and get under the table. I want to feel it." And he like makes him put his hands underneath the table. He's like, and he's sitting there and he's like, "I want to fucking feel you right now. I want to feel you on this fucking table. Come on, let me hear it."
Oh my God,
dude!
But that would hype me up, bro.
Oh my God,
I would show out.
I'd run through a wall. I see you went to Christian Brothers High School.
Christian Brothers High School, dude.
Was this you were raised Catholic?
No, I went there for football reasons only.
But then you developed a love for God and his infinite wisdom.
I did love God.
Kind of interesting how he always has a plan, even though it doesn't seem like it.
Yes. Not gonna argue that. But I was a black church kid my whole life. Grew up in like thick Baptist, like women pass. Every week pastor asked for a lot of money, people dancing like that, like a real deal, passing out like black church. And then went to Christian Brothers High School for football, and then was introduced. That's how I didn't know Catholicism was even a thing. Like I found out that it was a religion that existed when I was 14, I guess.
Oh, so what was the religion for the church you were going to?
It's Christian, but it's like it's different. It's not. It's black.
I've only seen probably
a lot more dancing.
Yeah,
more dancing.
If I see any YouTube short of black church, it's dancing. I never see the dancing start. I would like to know: does someone just go, "It's time to dance now," or is it just like a general vibe? Everyone looks around, they go, "It's time now."
No, somebody usually breaks the ice. Somebody does break the ice. One person will, and then and it does start slow. Like somebody will start jumping, and then somebody will start kind of like you hear, and then the organs, you start hearing that organ go, and then people start losing their minds. That was probably the worst, most embarrassing feeling of my life, watching my mom dance every week. Because you love your mother, but I was just like, there's no, because they, when you dance, it's because the Holy Ghost is going through you. God is working through you to do this. And I remember at being 9 years old, like, there's no way God does this every Sunday. There's no way, Mom. There's just no way you're this important. And I love you the most, more than anyone on earth. There's no way you're this important that God chooses you to dance every Sunday around 11:30. Like I remember having that thought. But yeah, it's mainly you don't have the Sister Mary thing. Big
Okay.
Without Catholicism. I'm assuming. I'm not a huge religion guy. But I was QB1.
Did you have any dreams going to the league?
Yeah, of course. And then one of my best friends who played in the league for 10 years, his name's Darren Bates. He, I remember sophomore year, I remember vividly of like his growth spurt. Like like his growth spurt and like how big he looked and like how much faster he was, and it was that was a very immediate like I'm gonna play college ball. I'm gonna Rudy. It's crazy how I went from being like I went from my favorite movie was Any Given Sunday to Rudy really fast. Like that, just the immediate like, oh, because I saw what a real like, oh, this is what a D1, because he played on Auburn, he played on that national championship Cam Newton.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, he was the starting safety as a freshman. So I just,
Damn.
But being around him was nice. It immediately let me know like, okay, there's no chance in hell.
Yeah, I remember there was this kid in Pop Warner who his dad played for the Patriots back in the day as like a fullback. So I think it was like we were getting 7th grade, so like right when kids were starting to like actually maybe put on muscle if they were hitting shit early. And I remember I was like just watching the kickoff return against this team, and his dad was there. Everyone's like, "Oh yeah, it's a Patriots player." And the sound of the hit, this kid just ran full speed 50 yards and took out our returner. And it was the first time like it really sounded like a car crash on the field. And I was like, and the kid didn't get up. He was done for probably the rest of his life. And I was like, nope. There's because 7th grade, you're like, I could probably go pro. The second I saw him, I was like, no, that's not even close to where I'm going to be physically ever.
Yeah, bro. It's so. I remember one time hanging with my friend Darren, and he was he's like 2 years in the league now, and we're just hanging out talking, and I'm still like, I mean, I'm only at that point 2 years out of football, 3 years out of football, so I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I can still play a little bit for sure. And when we're hanging with him, yada yada, and I said something jokingly, I was like, oh, bro, I'll still fucking run you over or whatever. And the way he looked at me, and he just kind of grabbed me. He did the Bane thing. He goes, Deric, I would fucking kill you. And he's never talked to me that way.
Oh,
I remember, I just was like, oh my God, he's in the NFL. Like, oh, it's like not a game to him.
Yeah.
This isn't funny. Like, hey, dude, I tackle fucking Edric. Yeah, you think I can't tackle?
Yeah.
You?
Yeah.
I have to tackle Adrian Peterson, man.
Yeah.
What, you got your mind?
Oh my God.
But I remember seeing his eyes and being like, oh, wow, there's a difference between us like now. We're different now.
I remember in 8th grade, we had 40 kids a grade at my small Catholic school. And so like to field a team, everyone would have to play.
Yeah.
I didn't play. And I just remember this guy, Mickey Mitchell, coming in on the other, like another Catholic school with like 1,000 kids a grade. He's like 6'8", tight end. I remember him just flattening this like 5'4" kid in my grade who's like the head of the robotics team. And I just remember my jaw dropping, just turning this guy to dust. It's just illegal what they were doing, putting us up against this team. This guy NFL bound. Actually, did he make it to the league, Mickey Mitchell? Let's check him out.
Dude, can we pitch our sketch we could never do we were talking about last night?
Oh, he played basketball. Oh, yeah. Well, we'd have to cut it.
We'll pitch it anyway. I think
we'll pitch it, but we definitely have to cut this. Okay, I feel like this would be an all-time sketch. This is something we'd have to make like 6 years from now. But like, when you're like watching a game and like they'll like call a timeout and they'll like put a kid with Down syndrome in and they'll like run a play.
Yeah.
It's like, I think the game is coming down to the wire at a high school game. The coach calls a timeout. Think like Seahawks, Patriots. It's like Marshawn's about to run the ball. And like they need to score here. And he calls in and brings in like a special needs kid. So the other coach is like, oh shit, like we can't tackle this guy. They're going to win the game. So you realize he has a special needs kid they put in. It's like a game of chess.
Throws him out at middle linebacker.
And then you realize that it's almost like when Shaq was good, like everyone had to have a Shaq stopper on their team. You have to have a roster spot for Shaq. So you realize this team has a bench deep with special needs kids, and it's just a game of chess, like subbing in special need kids to outdo the other person. Yeah. I don't know how we would do it or win, but
it's
like
wizard's chess in Harry Potter.
It's literally like
the coaches are both riding in on the biggest one going to the D-line, O-line. Like, we'll handle this ourselves.
That's unbelievable idea,
dude.
The idea of also just eventually it's just 11 on 11.
Yeah,
now you're just playing football, but just with Down syndrome.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's not a special needs thing,
but it's still to win the state championship. It's like they still have to get 2 yards.
Yeah.
Like, it's Yeah, I know. I want to make it so bad,
Dude,
but the world's not ready.
The world's not ready.
They're not
You would
ready.
need 22. You would need so many things.
Or just
Full
put Liam in
pads.
some makeup.
Yeah, just put me in like an old shut. It would look pretty. Put me in an old shut that's a little bit too small for me, and I could probably pass.
Also, I like because in my head I just see like when offense runs out and so you see the defense go nickel package. I like that. Just the coach, like,
It's still like the Seahawks game where it's like you just see it on the sound like Malcolm go, Malcolm go.
He's running.
We in practice all week we knew that they were gonna pick and run the slant across, and so we told Browner to jam on the line and Malcolm go.
Yeah,
and,
you shoot like a 30 for 30. Oh,
Dude, it would be so
it would
fucking
be so good.
Yeah, there's a full documentary about the game when the game stood kind of tall, something like that.
Oh
my!
When the game's Malcolm go, Malcolm go.
String cheese.
He's got Asics on.
It's just no cleats.
No pads or anything. Because they can't touch him.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
Unless it's even, and then it's a great. Then you got a great game going. Then you got a
Empty the bench.
And then, dude,
Goal line stand.
oh man,
That would be great.
it's
Anyway, okay,
Yeah.
we'll cut back in.
Yeah,
but
cut back in.
Did you like it? Out of 10?
Wait, that
Yeah.
was so fun.
Yeah,
though.
dude.
Cut back in after the greatest thing I've ever
Yeah.
heard in my life.
I
I wanna
know,
keep
but
it.
we can't.
Oh, it was so good.
We might be kidding. Who knows?
One day.
One day.
I mean, it's brilliant.
It's
Thank
like
you.
Oh,
I was
my
thinking
God.
maybe we animate it.
Oh my God, yes.
It's way worse. Yeah,
It's so much worse.
It's way worse.
dude. Yeah, dude.
Oh, no, you can't animate because then people will be mad. It's like the whole Seven Dwarfs thing right now. Give them let the real actors work.
Yeah.
Let
That's
the
true.
real actors
Get the guy
some
from
work.
Peanut Butter Falcon in there.
Yeah, dude.
Get
Well,
Shia
now-
to be the coach again.
Now
Right.
people know what it's about.
Now you
It could be anything.
Shia LaBeouf was in the movie too.
So was Yellow Wolf, which was weird. Anyways,
I've never seen that movie. I heard it was good. Though.
it's awesome.
neither.
It's awesome. It's very fun.
Yeah, there's very few movies with Down syndrome people that aren't literally awesome movies.
I can only say that's the only one I've seen.
Really,
Yeah. What are some other good ones?
the one with Johnny Knoxville.
Oh shit! Yeah, I gotta watch that.
Yeah, it's a crazy one, dude.
Yeah, how's that one?
He pretends to be. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the most like
Is that the ringer?
the Ringer.
Yeah.
Yeah, where he pretends to have Down
That's
syndrome.
Knoxville?
Yeah,
I've only seen the one movie. When the fuck did we get ice cream? That's the greatest thing.
I mean,
ever.
it's just a great line.
yeah. Dude, yeah.
Oh, are you pulling up my cracker?
Oh well, when you guys are done and we cut back in.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we do a little segment called Cracker of the Week where we celebrate crackers around the globe.
Highlight,
And,
celebrate.
Whoa. I think Antonio Brown does that, guys.
He does. That's where we
It
stole it
is-
from.
Okay,
Antonio.
okay, good.
We're taking the word back.
It's where I took it from,
That's
yeah.
That's yeah.
I don't think Antonio Brown's writing those tweets.
No, he sold his account. He was for a period of time, and then sold it for probably I don't know. Oh god, this is the most terrifying thing I've
Maybe
ever
you
fucking
have
seen. Huh?
You got one?
Oh fuck! No, I forgot. Sorry.
That's okay. Mine can be both of ours.
That's what you
Yeah.
love to see, the 300s.
yes.
That's really what you love to see is the 300s. All three things are 100.
Cracker of the Week. Cracker of the Week.
I have a very serious, legit question. Would you rather have an unlimited credit card where you don't have to pay back a penny or have a husband? Credit card.
So that ruined my day, and I thought I'd ruin yours.
So
Wait, was this a fan submission or is this
No,
a
this
video
just
you
popped
found?
up.
Okay, I
This
didn't
is
know.
on my feed.
I thought this was hopefully like a fan submission.
it looks. How do you get mascara on your actual eyeball? That's what I want to know. That's on her eyes. She put mascara on her eyes, on the whites of her eyes. That's fucking nuts.
Wait, I missed the question. I was so locked into everything else.
I think it was. Would you rather have a credit card
You don't
that?
have to pay back.
or a husband.
I thought it was supposed to be like a joke because, like, if you have a husband, then you have a credit card you don't pay back. I thought it was supposed to be like an old. Like,
that's what it felt. I mean, the way she ended it was either a joke or just she's the scariest person ever. But
this looks like
the
if
comments are
Dude,
she's got to be leaning into it.
It looks like someone killed me and put on my skin, and they're like a serial killer is wearing me. That's exactly what it would look like. God, that's terrifying, dude. Fuck, man.
That's really
I think she's a nice lady.
You know,
I think I'm gonna
bet
marry.
she is.
I think I'm gonna marry her.
Oh no, dude! What the fuck?
Oh yeah, she's definitely leaning into it. Then, if she looks like a real person, and these other.
Yeah, you know,
No,
they
she
say make
doesn't.
your lane a highway. I get it.
Whoa, I've never heard that.
Yeah, it's old comedy adage I've heard.
I wonder what got her here.
Let's think. Let's take a moment.
That's a really, really long discussion about what the internet has turned into. That's a really long discussion about how our lives have become dictated by the algorithm.
It has. And what's scarier to think about, at least from my brain, is just she was around before the internet.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So she knew a time. She knew she didn't have to do this.
Yeah.
She knew that this didn't have to be the way this played out.
She forgot though.
She forgot because you get sucked into the internet wormhole.
I like how in some of these she looks like an old person, and then she looks like a mannequin that's like got makeup on.
Dude, that's a really good point. Like, think about the people we know right now. There's going to be something that comes out that they're going to be super, whatever the equivalent is, super famous on when they're like 70. Guys I know now that are 28 and just normal dudes, they're going to be like this in 50 years on whatever the next thing is.
And they're just be going crazy on it. Going crazy and hoping for likes and some views. And it's, I'm glad it's happening.
Okay. I like her.
I like her a
I
lot.
do like her. Yeah, I don't know what we vote for, but I'm going to vote yes.
Yeah, I'm voting yes on
I'm gonna
prop.
vote yes on this.
That's 3 yeses.
Yeah.
She's going to Hollywood, I think.
Yeah.
I like her a lot. Also, she seems like sweet. I ain't gonna lie, she seems sweet.
Oh, yeah. Lovely.
You know, they used to, speaking of American Idol, they used to bus people in to audition in this genre, whatever you would like to classify this as. They would look for the freaks and the geeks and the others, and they would literally go and pick them up because they didn't have a license and drive them there.
Yeah,
And
I mean, like those people that produce those old shows are monsters.
I was thinking about I'm like, Love on the Spectrum is so great. We used to treat people with autism a lot differently on reality TV. Like they were coals in the fire. They were just throwing. They were the front lines. Like they were the first ones out of the trenches, just getting mowed, stepping on the beaches, and just Simon Cowell is just fucking raining hell on them, raining down fire on them, dude. And they'd be like, "Well, we got a show out of this."
They're like the comedic hook of America's Got Talent. They're like, this person thinks they can sing. This is awesome.
And they have
I'm on
like
national TV.
They're incredibly emotionally disturbed. Can you laugh at them and then have this woodland creature woman on Percocets like cry and shake their head at them and freak them out? It's insane.
It is crazy.
It's you show them 3D like it's the 4 horsemen of hell, just the apocalypse all together in the room. An autistic person with big dreams, a mean British guy, cool black guy, and then whatever the fuck Paul Abdul is. That's just, dude, hellish.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Dude, we had a buddy. Sorry, but
Okay.
we had a buddy who interviewed to work on the show, and like they do a lot of that where they like bring in like mentally disturbed people and make fun of them. And one of the questions the lady asked him directly was, "Are you okay making fun of mentally retarded people?"
Just straight up.
They don't care at all.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah, and this wasn't that long ago either.
No.
a few months ago.
yeah, dude, it's fucking nuts.
It's even crazy to me. Like sometimes you go back and watch like an old like Jerry Springer or one of those kind of shows, and then you'll see the person who's like, "You had sex with my uncle," and it's just like John Mulaney. It's just like a comic.
Yeah.
That's a lot of times you'll see it, and it's just a comic like trying to get work at the time.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa, this is crazy.
I like when in the old Springer shows when it looks like it's like a white guy who's only eaten yogurt his entire life. He's got like 0 body fat or protein. He's a skeleton, and then they just bring out the biggest lady, the biggest, most beautiful lady you've ever seen, and they're like. And they just show a picture of the baby. The baby makes no sense.
Yeah.
And It's just polar opposites.
Wait, was that the one cracker?
That was it. That
was mine.
Yeah.
Liam was supposed to bring one.
I forgot one.
You know, another cracker of the week, shout out, is Katy Perry.
Oh my God.
Going to space.
Her is like getting shit on for something.
But she went to space, correct?
Yeah.
How does
she did
that...
with lightsabers.
How does that...
Correct, right?
Oh, you're talking about the actual Amazon thing.
She went to space.
No,
Yes.
she went, yeah.
She went with Bezos, but her new tour is like a space-themed thing, and she's getting completely shit on for it. So that's what I thought you were talking about at first.
No, I knew she was in the news. My wife told me this like a couple days ago.
Yes.
She's like, Katy Perry's going through something.
Thoughts with Katie?
Thoughts with Katie?
Yeah, T's and P's for her.
There's a lot going on in the world right now, but everyone just take a moment, light a candle for Katie. Just light a candle.
She's been,
It's my grandma
been
asked
through
me.
enough.
My grandma's, anytime I'm on the phone with her, she's like, if you could just light a candle for my friend Diane, she's dying. And I'm like, yeah, sure. That's it. And then what? How long do I? When do I blow it out? Okay, love you. Every time I'm on the phone, if you could just light a candle for your great uncle Simon, his son's going through a hard time right now. I'm like, all right.
I've had the exact same conversation with my grandfather the last 15 years of my life on my birthday every time. And it's him forgetting that he called me the last 14 years asking me if I had any interest in joining the Coast Guard. So for 15 years on my birthday and some Christmases, he'll call me and go, you should really think about joining the Coast Guard.
What do you say to that every time?
I say, I will look into it.
Still thinking about it.
And he's like, well,
I'm mulling this one over.
you graduated yet? And I used to say like, no, I'm 29. So yes. But now I just say like, no, I'll look into it. That's a good idea.
How old's your grandpa?
Like 95.
Holy shit.
Damn.
He's old.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. I was saying damn for something else, but damn, he is old too.
He old.
That's crazy.
Dude, I tell you when my uncle just tried to sign me up for the fire department. He was a fireman in New York City like his whole life, and then like in college he called me like, so what are you gonna do after graduating? I was like, I think I'm gonna just do stand up and like sketches and stuff. He's like, all right, cool. So I pulled some strings. I got you I'm gonna get you like a foot in the door with the NYFD, and I'm like, cool, yeah. I don't really want to do that. I appreciate it, thank you. And then like just one day, I'm sitting in college, smoking weed, taking moles with my friend, and I just get a call. He's like, from some guy who's recruiting for the New York Fire Department. He's like, talk to your uncle. I think you take physical tests, you take this test, and you get some other certifications. We think we could really get you over here in a couple of years. I was like, yeah, I'm not coming. I don't know what to tell you, man. And my uncle calls back. He's like, what the fuck, dude? Damn. I was like, I didn't say I was going to do it.
My dad wanted me to join the Navy. And like I took the ASVAB.
What's that?
Test. That's the test that you take before you join the military. I got like a B.
All right.
I know they don't grade it that way, but whatever the number, it felt like a B. I don't know if it was a B, but with the number I got, I was like, this feels like it's not an A, but it's not a C, you know? And I remember we took it. Then the day of, then I'm supposed to go join. We got in the car, and then I was like, Dad, I can't do this. He goes, what? And I go, I have a show tonight. Like, I'm doing stand-up. I can't do this. And he was so mad. Not because I wasn't joining the military. He was mad that we wasted the gas to drive. He kept bringing that up. You had me waste gas to drive you out here. And you knew you had a show tonight. You knew you weren't going to go. Why'd you have me drive out? That was like $30 or whatever. It was insane. Dude, it was insane. He was that's like one of the maddest he's ever been in it.
Was he military or did he just
Navy,
he was?
Navy,
oh, shit. Okay.
Retired. So and then my brother was the Air Force, so it was like, there was no way in his head that I wasn't. I remember he gave me a list of all the comedians. Like the next day, it was like, dude, you stayed up all night doing this? Because there was like 30 comedians who had all joined the military. I was like, how much research did you do last night, dude? You were looking up so many people. Because there was like 30 people on it. Like all these different comedians who had been in the military first.
Dude,
that's actually really wholesome too.
He's just a sweetheart, dude.
I was telling him, like I hosted this open mic at UMass in college at like the school bar, like near the library. It was like one of the first times I was doing it at the beginning of the school year. The place is empty, nobody's in it, except for this naval recruiter that was like at the school for that day. And so I'm talking to him at the bar, and he's like, "So, like, you ever consider joining the Navy or anything?" I'm like, "No, I'm actually getting to like comedy and writing. I'm hosting the open mic here." And he's like, "Oh, great, I'll stick around and watch it." Half hour later, maybe 3 other people show up, and he's in the back, and I'm just like going through my material, and like every time I'd like pause and like look at my phone, he'd be like, "There's a lot of different careers in the Navy. a lot of creative careers in the Navy. Like, he just kept pitching me during my set, and by the end of it, I almost signed up. I was like, Navy's fucking right about me, dude.
Wait, were people laughing while he was pitching stuff to you?
It was dead. I remember there was a guy with just headphones on his laptop. And he'd like look up at me like,
Yo, that's great to do this for some of the joke.
And be like, yeah, I don't like where this is going. This is not good.
Oh my God. Yeah. Great
Now,
pair of blue jeans.
I have a question. And I don't mean to sound you took a test to get into the military.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of thought they just let anyone join.
No, they make you.
Is it?
Navy's
They
different.
make you take a test. Very simple. It was very
Okay.
A, B, C, and then like what's next?
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like put this shape in the right part. It was very much like that kind of level of questioning. But they do make you take it.
What's your brother do in the Air Force?
What did my brother do in the Air Force? He worked on helicopters. Now he has a food truck.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I know.
Where?
Arizona.
Hell yeah.
Wing truck, yeah. In
Oh,
Tucson.
that's dope.
That's where they live. But yeah, natural path.
Yeah.
Air Force to to chef to food truck guy.
And then what did your dad do in the Navy?
Dad was you know how like there's barber shops and like there's real life on a Navy ship. You know, like laundromat and like so he did that.
Oh,
he
that's
was like
cool.
the tenant. He was like the landlord of those jobs.
That's so
So his job on the ship was to go around and like collect, to make sure the laundromat's running right, the grocery store, with this to that, like all these little all these little things are like running regular life. He was like managing that.
There's like a grocery store on the ship.
There's like a convenience store.
That's so sick. I don't know why. I just never even thought about it. Sounds like Wally on the ship. They got a whole civilization.
Yes, exactly. That's a lot like Wally.
Okay, good. I think I'm putting it. So the Navy's like Wally. Got it. Okay.
No, but I remember even as a kid though, you are like, oh yeah, I guess I didn't consider you guys would have to live regular life out here.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be on the water for 3 years at a time, you would need gum. You will need certain things. So yeah, he did. That's what he did. But he was the best, man. Never missed a practice. That guy.
Wow.
He was one of those dads.
That's awesome.
Never missed he's at every. Also, never came to my games, but he never missed a practice. You know, good dude.
Is he loud from the sidelines?
No, he was pretty. He liked to not sit next to all the other parents. He was like the dad that was like top corner, top right.
Same.
Yeah.
And my dad wouldn't yell, but he had a thunderous clap. I would just hear it echo, and I'd look up, and he's top corner in the opposing team section when it's a home game. Just I don't know fucking why. Just like it's my dad would go. I would look up and get so mad because it'd be like where the student section is.
Yeah.
And my dad would just clear him out and be like, I'm taking this top corner. And then 5 rows down would be like all teenagers would be like, why are you by yourself over there bothering these kids?
Bothering children.
Just yelling at them. But
yeah. I was like, he never yelled. He was always after games too. He was pretty compliment. Like always, never full compliments. But that's still to this day, never anything is just going to be that was great or awesome. It's like that was awesome. But you know, that last joke or like it's always something like he can't help it. So I wonder if that's just a dad thing of like I just have to let you know you're like not all that.
yeah.
Like I have to subtly remind you that you kind of suck. But it's nice because he came at everything, but he was always that. He was always compliment sandwich kind of dad. But I think looking back, it's like, damn, because it makes me wonder how I'm going to be. Like, am I going to be that way?
You
You
think
might be.
I know. Am I going to be kind of rude to this
But
little
that's
We're gonna be like
son, maybe. Son, yes, I'd say that's a good attitude. Girl, you can be like, great job.
Just great job.
Yeah. But your son, you gotta get him to the league. So you
gotta get him to
gotta
the
give
We
him.
have to get him to
You gotta
the
light
league.
that
I just said
fire.
it now.
Yeah.
We have to get him to the league, dude.
You think you'd ever coach youth sports, daughter or son?
I think about it.
I think about it.
I think
I
about
don't
it.
have
kind of
any
exciting to
It's
think about.
exciting to
Dude.
think about. To just have a fucking ragtag group of girls who get the job done.
Yeah.
Just a ragtag group of girls who
I
play
sense a script in your life.
to the bro, just play to the fourth.
I'm sniffing out a movie
Because
script here.
I would love to be an offensive coordinator for like my son's Pop Warner football team because I just remember how easy it was, how easily I was tricked. Like I'd be playing linebacker and I was 8 years old, and they'd run like 3 sweeps to the right. My coach would be like, watch the reverse. I'd be like, okay, here comes the reverse. And I'd sweep to the right. I'd be like, sweep to the right again. Can't believe it's happening. I just caught on the reverse. 80-yard touchdown. Every single trap, just any sort of motion fooled me completely. I was always like in the opposite direction. Dude, just took their word for it. The second the ball snapped, to be like, that's where it is. Cool. Right, run down there. I would love to just do all.
Yeah,
trick
I mean,
plays.
I would. That sounds awesome. I would like to have trick play. Just fool a bunch of 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
Just make them look like fools.
Yeah.
Just make a bunch of 12-year-olds look like.
I'm running the fake ball play on the first drive of the game.
But yeah, dude. Oh my god, to just have a group of girls and like yelling at them for hustle, and like being like kind of disappointed in my daughter today because she just didn't just the effort.
Yeah.
I've seen it. It's not that you played bad, but the effort.
Yeah.
Things like that. Or I'm excited. I think about that shit, bro. The coaching, man. It's exciting to think about.
I have a fantasy of like my 10-year-old son gets in trouble at school or something, or I go to parent-teacher conference and I really give it to the teacher.
It's like Interstellar.
Yeah, exactly. And I come in there and I have this big, awesome monologue that touches on all these themes and stuff. And I'm like, you've failed. You are the system and you've failed him.
We need to know how you're going to handle this. I think I'll take her to a baseball game and for some ice cream. That's how I'll handle it.
Yeah, that's my fantasy.
That is
dude,
awesome.
just let a teacher know that they're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
My kid.
And you're overpaid.
Yeah.
You're overpaid.
Teachers are overpaid. That's kind of a big theme on our podcast. Overpaid and underworked.
Yeah, we gotta put them to work in the summers. I don't like that they just get summers off. Let's have them
And a week in spring. 2 Christmas. They get 2.
It's
2
insane,
weeks of
dude.
Christmas.
This city's filthy. They could be helping clean up shit. Like fucking get them out there. We got a bunch of empty street sweepers, no drivers. Get on there, dude.
Yeah, the teachers.
Make something happen.
They don't do enough, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are these what y'all were going to talk about on the pod?
Oh yeah. What are these topics?
But like,
They're just like fallback topics. You guys could rip characters. You've been going for a pretty long
yeah. Why don't you
How-
do your character, Liam?
Sure. Yeah. Let me pull it up.
Do you have one?
I do. I
can't wait to hear, man.
do. Let me just refresh myself.
So you guys really live together.
Yeah.
It's just
It's
positivity.
cool to see it.
Support. Yeah.
Like, oh, these are like real boys.
Yeah, we're men.
We're men, dude.
Man,
That's fine.
All right,
We're like real men. It's okay. It's your first time on the pod. You don't know how our dynamic is. Yeah, it's not an absolute wrecking ball into our dynamic, but that's fine. Oh, this is a long one.
It's just like I need. Well, yeah.
Do you want to run it by me first?
No. Trust me,
Okay.
it's good. Okay. Your name is Mike Speed. You're at a funeral home. Your grandfather just died at the age of 103, and you're picking out a coffin for him. I am the funeral home director, Smith Jones, and I'm showing you around, giving you some options for some of the coffins, but I'm also moving apartments at the same time. So, all right. Again,
And I'll just be guy.
I'm
guy there.
I'm
I'm like next customer.
You work for me, actually.
Okay.
Stay put, because you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thought I was about to be left out.
No. You got it. All right. So again, Mike, thanks for choosing us. So sorry about your loss. Well, I'll run you through some of our options for coffins real quick. So we have our luxury section over here. These options can go anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000. And right here is premium wood, mahogany, oak. These go from anywhere like $2,500 to up to $5,000 again.
these are nice.
Yeah, these are really nice. These are I would say the most often purchased ones. Standard metal right here. This would probably run you like $1,000 to $1,200, and then we have our this is carbon fiber, kind of like just cheaper wood selection here. And then after that, this is a Japanese massage chair that doesn't work. Retail goes for about $2,000. I'd give it to you for $1,000, but I would go lower on that one. Over there, that is a kayak I got in 2003. It is in rough shape. I got no offers on Facebook Marketplace. I'm thinking we throw your grandpa in there. I'd let you bury your grandpa on that for $600, but again, I'd definitely go lower on that one too. Okay. Any questions so far?
These are nice. Is this just your stuff?
It's stuff that some people would want their loved one buried in, I would say. Yes, it is my stuff, to answer the first part of your question. Yes, it is my stuff. But if you don't, again, this
is just a kayak.
Right. LL Bean kayak. 2003. Forest green. Could include the paddle. Again, 600, but I'd go lower. I'd go low. But these are just a couple of the options. This is actually just the cardboard box that my office chair came in. It's a pretty nice box. If you want to throw them down there. I would do 25, but I would also go low. I'd go as low as 0 on that one. Let me just check the catalog here. If yes, that back there is a slightly used memory foam mattress. We got that son of a bitch. We throw him in there. Call it down. Call it a day after that. And then our cheapest option, I could do whatever on that free, honestly. Our cheapest option is Chris. He'll give you $500 for the body.
Hi, Chris.
And he'll just take care of it.
Yeah, I'll take care of it.
So you'd be making money. So you
give me $500? No problem.
You look that way. I look that way. Chris does his thing. We all go home. Happy customers. Grandpa is in peace.
$600.
My grandfather fought in Vietnam. You guys want to throw him in a used mattress?
No, if you want to do that, down.
Yeah, or I'll take him for $700.
$700.
You'll take my granddad.
Yeah, for $750, I'll take him.
You ever seen The Town?
Can't go any higher than that, though.
Ben Affleck movie?
Yeah. Remember when they get out of the minivan dressed like nuns and the cop goes like this? That's what you and I are the cop. None.
Can I dye his hair? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't see the movie, but I did see that in the trailer.
Yeah.
Good.
Kayak still on the table. Chris,
right here.
You're making money on Chris. Kayak 600, but I'd go as low as 50 to be TBH.
And the box you do for free?
Box I go as low as 0 on the box.
You got me. I'll do $850.
That massage chair is
coming.
coming.
Dead air. $900. I'll do it.
Guys,
Guys,
this is my grandfather, dude.
Yeah. Okay.
He's a loved member of my family.
Was your grandfather?
He is still my grandfather.
Prove it.
I mean,
Chris.
Sorry. Bedside manner. I'm still training.
He's grieving. Okay. Look, here's.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry for your loss. 1,000.
There you go.
Can I see him first? Because the last one,
Chris,
I paid a high penny and then I saw him and I was like, what the fuck? It's like completely mangled.
Yeah.
Couldn't do anything with it.
Still
Sorry. Forgot he was there. Chris.
Yeah, Chris. Nice to meet you, dude.
Great to meet you.
Tell you what, $10. There's a sleeping bag that was in the basement when we moved into this place. I believe there was some vagrant activity happening here before that. You just get that. $10 for that sleeping bag, and I'll give you one of the metal boxes for free. But then again, I think Chris is up to $1,000 now.
I'll give you 11.
What about $1,100 for the legs? We throw the top half in that LL Bean kayak. We throw it down there, buried up before the family comes. They think he's down there in a luxury. We tell them it's a luxury. You walk out of here with $1,100. He walks out here with a pair of veteran legs, and you get a brand new kayak that you could actually bury him in or just keep.
This feels like a
win.
Wait a minute.
That's a lot of wins.
You pointed down.
Yeah. There's pop-up.
It's my
pop-up,
he
fought
man.
in Vietnam. He's for sure going down.
Yeah. He was doing some
Wait a
pretty...
minute.
Yeah, he invented Agent Orange. So he's...
Is this news to you? Sorry.
It's all good. So... If we do this all at once, I think we just call it a day. That's great.
Deal,
we will
you.
have our assistant come in here with the paperwork. Thank you, Laura.
And I'll be sending you some Bitcoin. I don't really want any. My finances are kind of being tracked right now, so it'll be I'll get your wallet address.
Yes. Actually, he'll pay you in Bitcoin if you could pay me in Doge. Just $10.
Wait, I pay you in Doge, you pays me in Bitcoin?
Yep. And the money keeps moving. That's.
What's the name of this funeral home?
I got
us.
Damn.
Yeah. Guys, bring them out. This is an episode of What Would You Do? Would you bury your grandfather in a kayak and let a guy named Chris eat his legs for $600?
Sell him to Chris.
LL Bean has really good kayaks.
They do.
Great.
They do.
It's hard for me to stay on track there. I really wanted to go down the LL Bean, how good they are.
They are.
Kayak.
I own an LL Bean kayak. I trust
you
it.
actually?
Yep. Well, it's in Massachusetts, but hell yeah. It's Forest Green. It's from 2003.
In Maine. Yeah. Very, legitimately very nice kayak.
That is awesome.
Yeah, that was the funeral home character I had.
Loved that one.
Thank you.
That was really good.
I really
came up
liked
with
it.
that?
Hey, Liam, I really liked it.
Thank you. I thought of it last night. I thought it'd be funny if it's a guy who's just trying to get rid of the shit while he's moving, but he's also trying to get rid of some coffins at the same time. So 2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah.
I was thinking about another angle on it of just doing like a guy who explains the coffin by telling him how long it'll take for bugs to get inside and eat his loved one. So it's like luxury coffin, 10 grand right here. Probably gonna be 3 years before a single maggot or bug gets in there and starts eating your mom's eyes. We got the mahogany. That's gonna be about 6 months before worms get in there and eat her pussy. I don't know why they start down there, but every time I open up, that's where they are.
Wait, why do you keep opening them up? Why are you opening them?
Because he's selling them to me.
Yeah, you just bury them.
Because I'm swooping in and getting the second.
It's my land. I get to do whatever the fuck I want. Yeah, I mean, we got the standard carbon fiber shitty wood. That's a week before she's covered in fucking ants.
It's a week.
Yeah.
Tops
It's all about how long it takes for bugs to eat them.
She looks like that scene in The Mummy where all the bugs come in. Which you don't want.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Do you guys do have more of these?
Do you have one, I guess?
Well, I did mine at the beginning.
Oh,
It was
perfect.
A bad pitch. For,
Yeah. Well, wait, what about the? I thought we had the airport one. Did you bail on it?
bailed on it.
I looked over
It
at
was way too long to make.
Computer yesterday. It's just like the screens from TSA of people's suitcases.
Yeah.
Like 9 of them he's setting up. You just bailed on it?
I was like trying to figure out how to animate it in PowerPoint so that it looked like they were rolling through. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll help you,
Future
Will,
character.
for next time.
Thank you, Emily.
That I can do.
Yeah, we can go in for an hour 20. I thought, hey, shit.
Yeah, dude, thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you so
on.
much.
What? Thank you. This was so. I didn't even do anything.
Dude, this is
I
great.
had a good time.
Yeah, we had a blast.
Thank you
That's
so
what we
Awesome.
do.
Yeah,
that
dude.
was so much fun.
Dude, please
Can I plug my special?
plug everything.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank God.
Yeah, you're good.
That was nerve wracking. Guys on YouTube, Don't Tell Comedy. My special just came out. Please go watch it if you like stand up. It would mean a lot to me. It's the first thing I've ever put out. I've never put out anything before until that. So I'm very excited and proud of it.
It's great. I've seen it.
I did. Is it the 10 minutes you did on
Just
there?
the 10 minutes. Yeah. 10
Yeah,
minutes.
it was phenomenal. I watched it.
I'm going to release another, like I said, I'm going to release a bunch of stuff at the end of the year, like the Zootopia joke and a bunch of other like little pieces, like just pieces. But that's the first piece I've ever put out of stand up.
It's fucking awesome. Yeah.
Thanks, man. So I'm really
Great
excited
work.
about
And
it.
we'll add the link.
Yes,
No,
we will. Link in bio.
Hell yeah. Anything else you got coming up?
I do a podcast called The Solid Show with Hassan Ahmad. You can't see him, but he's right over there, and he's a beautiful, beautiful man.
We'll Photoshop him right here on my hand.
Please Photoshop him right there in his hand. Yep, that's him. That's Hassan Ahmad right there. Give him kisses. And we do a podcast together every week called The Solid Show, and it's a lot of fun. And next time you guys are in Austin, we'd love to have you on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd
Dude,
love
that'd be great.
to. We'll
Yeah,
be there
please.
in June.
No,
September.
September. Yeah.
September.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's,
I'd love to have you guys on.
Yeah, fuck yeah, let's do
that
it.
would be so much fun.
Yeah.
We play games on there, and I think you guys
Hell
would
yeah.
enjoy it.
I love
Hell yeah.
games.
You guys seem like a couple game boys.
I
Game
love-
boys.
we
I love my little games.
Yeah. Do you guys live together with any other roommates or just y'all two?
Just us.
Just us.
Just us and our plants.
Just the plants? No
Yeah.
animals?
No animals.
We got really lucky too because we moved in before the fires, so like we found a pretty decent spot. But now there's like nothing.
Yeah,
in
we
our
would have
area.
been fucked.
There's nothing.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because everyone moved south from the fires and they jacked up all the prices. That's pretty crazy.
Do you guys have any running bits in the house that are just running?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we got
I
a
got a really good one.
Yeah, if you ever come over, it's we call it the forbidden bit. You can only see it if you are in our apartment.
We put your
live.
phone in a Faraday cage, and there's no cameras, and then you can come in and see our bit.
Yeah, I would love to show you this bit eventually.
I will. Oh my God, I'm really excited.
Yeah, it's my Will just knocked on my door one night. It's like 11:30 at night and did it, and probably the hardest I've ever laughed in my entire life. He always does that. He's constantly waking me up with his schemes and his.
It's like I'm like a dog bringing him like dead squirrels.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
That's the best kind of roommate. We lived together, and it was the amount of running bits that went through the house it was so much fun. So it's nice to know you guys have that.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Your bond is really nice, guys. I truly love this friendship. It's nice to see it online. It looks real, but to be next to it and see how real it really is.
That's nice.
It's beautiful.
We like it too.
Well, I'm glad that we can share friendship now as well.
Yes. Okay. Thanks, guys. Thanks for listening, Deric Poston. We love you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming on.
I love you all a lot.
Thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. And hey, if you haven't bought our Shind tea yet, check it out. If you have the means, it would support us a lot if you bought one.
Shind.
And if you don't, it's okay. Shind.
I don't care if you buy them.
Yeah, but it'd be nice if you did.
Shind.
Shind. If you like them.
More for me.